Okay, Spencer, so I have paired you up with one of my favorite players to watch because he plays the game so hard. He's got such a fluid, easy swing as Chase Utley. And I think that you'll see a couple similarities that you two have within your swing. So within his load, he also goes up with his hands. Okay, so he doesn't take them too far back. He just kind of walks away from them, but his hands go up. All right, and yours, they kind of do the same thing. So that's what we were talking about, and I want you to kind of see how you do it and watch how he does it, and hopefully you can gain some perspective of what he does and how he gets them up there. Let me go ahead and play this thing full through for you. This Chase Utley swing. Fast, and that's a home run. If we look back here in the background, we got Cliff Lee, who's got a rally cap on. So, ended up working apparently. So, okay, the first things first. Let's go ahead and look at this back foot. We're kind of in the same spot. You're starting to take your foot up. He's starting to take his foot up. So we're right in the middle of, right after our stance has begun. So we look at this back foot. His from the heel through the toe. Look at where it's pointed. Now when we go heel to the toe, look at where it's pointed for you. Pointed a little bit outward. And like what I was talking about in the video with just you, what that does is it creates a little bit extra. Okay, a little bit extra that we have to try to maintain and try to gain back within our swing at some point. So it's just kind of an unnecessary move, and one that's really easy to fix by just turning that foot in, that toe in just a little bit. Okay, now for the second part, then let's look at how he loads. Okay, so starts here, hands up. So they start there. Draw a line. So that's right around his bottom hand, and they go up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so it's not a lot. But what I want you to watch is I want you to watch the barrel angle. Okay, so at this point when his toe comes down, let's look at the barrel angle. Okay, we're right in there. And then for you, toe gets down there. Okay, so let's look at the barrel angle on this. Okay, so if we're looking at where this is pointing, okay, so his barrel is, we connect these and draw a line straight down. Where is that thing at? Well, it's pretty much right in the middle of his body. Okay, so if we do the same thing over here with you, we connect these lines, draw it straight down from the end of his barrel, from the end of your barrel, I'm sorry. Where is it? Okay, it's right out there in front of your front leg. Okay, so I think that you can see from that angle right there, from both of you guys, where the distance can come. And I think what you end up noticing is as you get higher and higher and you start, next year you're going to get into high school baseball where you're going to start seeing some pitchers that might be seniors and 18-year-old grown men who are throwing 90 miles per hour, 95, probably not 95, but 90 miles per hour plus. You're going to see some guys that you're going to have to make adjustments to. And your adjustments, you're eventually what's going to happen is you're going to figure out that you're going to have to be a little bit shorter to the baseball. And Chase Utley right here on the right has kind of figured out, because he faces those guys so many times, that he has to have that barrel pointed up just a little bit more to lessen the distance that he's trying to travel to get to the baseball. Okay, so I think that's a pretty easy thing to see and an easy thing to fix for you. So as we go through your swing, so one thing I would do is I would either start my hands just a little bit lower to where when I separate, they're in a better position, or start them a little bit further back. But okay, so we're connected there. Let's look at him. Connected there. We're pretty much in a similar position at this point. I mean, our back leg's firing at about the same spot. Our front sides, I can see one difference, okay, if we're looking down at that front foot. Look at his. And he's kind of different in the way that how closed he stays. When we look at yours is about at a oh, a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can get angles here. I think I can. From there to there to there. Okay, so you're at a 54-degree angle. That's a little bit more open than I would like, and the reason being is when you get too far open, you lose your hips and lose your front side a little bit early. And with that, what happens is we have a hard time maximizing our power, or we have a hard time hitting the pitch away. And I think what you'll see too is as that thing gets open, and this is kind of what I was talking about in your video of just yourself, partly comes from you closing yourself off. And when you close yourself off that much, you have to kind of create space with your body, and the way that you create space with your body is opening that front foot up. Okay, so we can get back to either starting square or striding in a square position with your foot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get through this here, but that's pretty awesome. Now here's what I want you to look at. Okay, so by keeping this front side closed a little bit longer, and let me show you. Front side closed a little bit longer right there. Okay, look at yours. You're starting to open up. And now what's happening is when we look at this back side, you're doing such a tremendous job of driving from here to there, and you're gaining distance there, and your back hip has gone from here to here, and that's coming through. Okay, so let me clear these things off, and let me show you what we need to concentrate on now. As you stay a little bit more closed with that front foot, what ends up happening is this front leg stops all your momentum. And when that front leg stops all your momentum, you are maximizing the lift that you can create, the torque that you can create, and the power that you can create with your legs. Now, when we look at yours, I'll draw this straight line from your middle of your body to your foot. If we see, there's still a little bit more that we can do in terms of locking that front leg out. So you're really close. You are really close, but that's just a simple adjustment that you can make to maximize it. And right now, you have a swing that will create a lot of line drives, and I think it will end up creating some power somewhere along the lines as you get bigger and stronger. But start creating those things within your swing, and as you do, the really, really good pieces of your swing, learn how to swing right now so that when you do get bigger and stronger, you'll already have that in your swing and you won't have to work on it. So, Spencer, if you've got any questions, if your dad has any questions, feel free to email me, text me, call me, shoot me an email, whatever it may be. I'll talk to you guys next couple of times of the hitting experience. But I appreciate this once again, and let me know if you have any questions.